for joining us here at 2K Sports for today's game. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Pass to Green. Here's Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
And he gets it to go.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. The rebound by Moody.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Oh, and there's the whistle. He was going up for the layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it or not. So we got a couple of free throws coming up. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Here's Curry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Curry's got 7 points.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Smith. Durant for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, Durant with a steal. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. It's a contest between conferences in San Francisco, where the Golden State Warriors take to their home floor. Now, here's Maxey. That one good for two. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player-involved movement.
You want an off ball, I can off ball. So let me know.
It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now, here's Curry. Down low. Here's Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
George with the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors making a change here. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in. I thought the creativity there from Porzingis. He wanted to make that one sting a little.
Here's Embiid off with the layup. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And the basket by Curry.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
It's George on the wing. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now, here's Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Now, Edgecombe. Pass to Oubre. Here's George. He takes it in. And George with the stuff.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
At the elbow, Green. And Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Deciding to change it up. 1:44 left here in the opening quarter. From deep, Maxey scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Pass to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Porzingis has got 9.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Horford. Payton in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
That pass. Wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Maxey attacking. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
Warriors leading by 6. Mr. Porzingis. Chipped away. And stolen by Horford. And the turnover again by Golden State. Philadelphia ball. The 76ers trailed by 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. For 3, Edwards. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Curry. Up again. And finished off by Horford.
Pretty player in there for the board and the score. Horford, he's fighting for his own.
Maxey. Nice D from Porzingis.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
11.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Love the dunk from Horford. He doesn't mess around when he gets inside.
Outside, Maxey. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Horford, no luck.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you see that burst of speed from Edgecombe. He just blows by the defense there.
There's the screen. Pass to post. Back to Podziemski. And here's Melton. Here's Horford. Paul George grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oubre, good.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And here's Melton. Still scoreless. To the middle. Here's Post. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. The three from George. Warriors leading by 8. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Releases from the wing and drills it. Horford's got 6 points. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
The 76ers making a switch here. Free throw off from Peyton. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. Now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Outside Curry. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
.119 left in the second quarter. To the inside. Green. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick and roll game.
And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got 7 points.
He took it right to the rack. And look, there's no one that can stop him.
Warriors leading by 12. Burke. Banked in off the glass.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's George. Green with the rebound. Moody with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Out to Peyton. The three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
Oubre with the steal. Pass to Maxey. Inside. Here's Drummond. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Porzingis, defended by Drummond. Here's Curry, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
From past the arc, and Stephen Curry gets the three. Curry's got 13 points.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Third quarter, just over a minute play. It's Curry outside. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 10 to the paint. And that one is hammered home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Curry on the wing. 13 points in the game. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Down low. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
He gets it in there.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Here's Tony. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The 76ers trailed by 6. Driving in. Edgecombe. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. And it goes on Draymond Green. Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here's Curry. He's got 15. Just 3 to shoot. Screen by Porzingis. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Grimes with it. Outside for George. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Pass to Curry. Tries it from the top of the key. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with this offense.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Curry to the rim. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And he gets the bucket. Grimes has got 8. Warriors leading by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them.
The 76ers, 47.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The 76ers trailed by 4. Now Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Outside Butler. To the middle. Here's Richard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Sideline reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Here's Richard. Misses the three. The 76ers trail. Left side, Maxey. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Different look here for the Warriors.
Substitution for your Warriors. Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Butler in the corner. Curry looking around. Over Maxey. Second chance shot. Butler on the attack.
A high IQ play from a high IQ player. Butler, the second chance opportunity there. I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Here's Butler. Curry outside. They set the screen. Pulls the trigger. Holy cow! What a bailout!
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Maxey. Oubre, the dive for the ball. Butler with the steal.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 3. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Green, the screen. Embiid with the steal. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way.
Maxey daring the D to try and stop him on his way to the bucket.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So he can't get either to fall.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
The 3 is off.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there.
That's the mark of desperation.
For three. Embiid there for the rebound. The 76ers trailed by 5. Edgecombe with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. George sets a screen. Outside, Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Maxey. Trying again.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Here's Porzingis. Now here's Curry. Right side, Butler. Oh, the block shot crams it out of the air.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
And it's all about the three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
A huge play coming through when it matters most.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws hoping make this a 3-point game.
Oubre. The long shot, no good. And the 3 misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You get
Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here's Champagnie, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Here's San Antonio. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. And he banks in the layup.
A strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
Here's Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. And that one is hammered home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Champagnie. The rebound by Champagnie. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
Pass to Champagnie. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Champagnie's got 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Spurs making a switch here. Spurs leading by 3. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Fox with the steal. To the paint. Here's Champagnie. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game.
Well, that's what they want to see. It's so important for Wembanyama to be on the same page with his teammates.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity. And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standards been set. Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
On the wing, Barnes. Now, Wembanyama. 8 points for him. And that one drops for him.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Fox. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Here's Champagnie. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Spurs lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Here's Harper following the bucket by the Spurs. The layup missed. To the left wing. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Cornette. San Antonio trailing here. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. No good with the layup.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Hassel misses. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin, back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. So it's San Antonio now. After the basket by San Antonio.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's Vassell. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Fox. Wembanyama outside. Rebounded by the Spurs.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
A 3-ball. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Fox. And it's good for 2. And that's 15 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Out to the right wing. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
And Fox gets it to go.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And I really think Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those mold-breaking players who changes the game of basketball.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And that one's good. Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
Spurs passing it around. Back to Castle. A pass to Fox. Here's Champagnie. Pocket 6. The shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. It's San Antonio up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. San Antonio leading. Pull from the top of the key. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to... keep getting better.
Spurs trail by 3. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Castle's got 9.
Well, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Pass to Castle. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Vassell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Vassell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Fox. He's got 6.
Well, no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
Vassell outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And it's now 26 points for Victor Wembanyama. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Fox. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama's got 4 this quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Here's Castle. After the basket by San Antonio. To the right side. Barnes the screen. 5 to shoot. Pass to Wembanyama. Rebound San Antonio. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Back to Castle. Fires from deep. He can't get that one. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Up top, Fox. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. From past the arc, it's hauled in by Cornette. Spurs leading by 5. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
Squeaks through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now, here's Fox. Offline with his 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And he can't get the first one.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Harper wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. It's Vassell on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Vassell went in anyway, knowing contact was coming.
And that one falls for Vassell.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
The Spurs with the lead. Pass to Cornette. Outside Harper. And Harper's Beatens it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
And the basket by Vassell.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Trailing by 2.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Fox with the steal. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Outside Harper. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
So graceful with the teardrop.
So it's San Antonio now. Here's Barnes. Strong move off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Fox goes in.
And how about the burst there with the change of pace? Fox is elite at attacking the rim.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Some chances here for the Spurs. Knocks down the 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
A three-pointer. Good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
San Antonio leading by 4. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And there's the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that. I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
Now, Castle.
Pressure moment for Castle.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 1. And so it's San Antonio with it. There's a screen. Unloads. Wembanyama rips down the rebound.
The block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief. Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
San Antonio calls timeout. 19 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And you just have to avoid silly fouls here, guys. Defend with caution. Maybe get ready to make some free throws. If they can do that, they'll be looking really good here.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Timeout.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul.